Okay, today I'm going to finish off this, what do you call it, journal, this little journal. So I have made the closure of just this chiffon raw edge strip of ribbon, and I put a layered piece on here, and I threaded the ribbon through the center so that this can slip across, for no other reason than I think it looks good. No other reason. Just okay. I am going to turn on my glue gun because I'm going to need that. So on the front here, I have trimmed some of this, some off here, and I've got two pieces. Let's just roll the sleeves up. And I'm going to put something just in this corner here. So I've got those two pieces, plus I've got a nice length of bling. And then I've got a flower in the center, so we can either go for the pale one or we can go for the deeper pink. Well then, I'm thinking of going for the pale. So, with this piece, I'm not going to use all of it, I don't think. So let's get in the toolbox. Nope, I'm missing a tool. Where are you? There you are. I don't want this too long, so I'm going to cut two pieces, one a little bit longer than the other. So let's make the other one just a bit shorter, not by much, just a little, maybe there. I love bling, so why not use it if you've got it? If you've got it, use it. Okay, so I'm just waiting for this. Oh, seriously. The charge does not last long on the glue gun. So we'll just charge it a bit more and we'll leave this till later. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to bunch this. Bunch that, and then bunch that one, and I suppose I could actually use a needle and thread on these, bunch them together so we've got that bow. Let's see if we've got a needle and thread handy. Well, of course, we don't have a needle and thread handy, but I can use some wire. It's very fine. I don't know, it might be a 30 gauge. I thought that was it. It was a scratch on my desk. Okay, where's my piece of wire? Where did you, oh, there you are. And we're just going to twist that around a few times, and that's perfect. Don't need all that wire, so we'll snip the rest off. Okay, and then we will glue this. Now we're going to glue these underneath or on top, I'm not sure yet. I think underneath's the way to go, or you can hardly see them. So I'm going to make this a bit smaller. And then try and rough it up a bit. Let's see if we can pull some threads. That's okay. Just run the thumbnail across it and you get some. Okay, and I will cut a little bit off at the top. So if we've got these there, then we can put our bow. That's better. You can see it better. I'm having two minds about this, to be honest. Having two minds. But let's see what it's like when it is finished. With the flower on top. I don't like it. Isn't that weird? You like something to start with, but once it gets on the go, you don't like it. No, poop happens. Okay, we're going to work on the spine. Let's undo this. Only thing with the raw edges, you get the strands, but I like it. So we've done all our decorating that we're going to do, and I've added a few things with just a kind of a bronze coloured, copper coloured paper clip. Just pop them in. I haven't done much else on this side of things. A little tuck spot there, and I've just popped a needle charm on that one, and there's a little pocket or tuck spot there. So just get these ribbons out of the way, and go down the middle. Okay, now I'm going to be mixing gold and silver. I don't mind that. In fact, I wear gold and silver jewellery all the time together. I've got this little chain piece with the clip on it, and where I put my hole, let's just hope this goes in. Oh my goodness, it doesn't. Let's just see if we can poke this in. What have you done here? You want it down the middle, but I don't care. Yes, I do, but you know. Grippers. We need grippers. So it'll grip that little ball and hopefully poke it through. Or not. How am I going to do this? Let's see what else we got we can use. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. A bit more, bit more, bit more. Yes. God, I'm sounding like when Harry met Sally. Okay. Now I'm just going to decide how much I want of this chain. I think we'll just go about there, I think. And let's just trim that off. And then we pop this inside there. That little ball has got to go inside, push it in, and the little stem will click. And we're going to take our little tool here and we are going to close that up so that hopefully our little ball doesn't come out. Now, does that look pretty secure? It does. But I couldn't get it through that lace. So let's just have a little trim of that little bit of lace in the middle there. We'll take that off with blunt scissors. That's the way to go. So, okay. Now, I've got this humongous thing, but I'm not sure that I like it. To hang things off, oh, it might be alright. But we're going to start from the bottom. My hands are so dry. Okay, what we've got is, we've got some beads. Now I want this drop. This is a glass bead. It is clear and pink in a twist. It is absolutely gorgeous. You can't really see how gorgeous that is. It's a lovely pink running through that clear bead. Nice twist. I've got a couple of them. I've got a nice gold one. And I've got a few of these, oops, little pink, what do you call them? Just little pink beads, faceted beads. They're acrylic. This already made from another project left over, so we will just use that, and I'll put something on the bottom, probably that gold bead. Go on the bottom of that one. Oops, we took our tools away and we need them. Okay, I've got a little jump ring on the bottom there, so we will use that. Let's put this one on first. Okay, I've got these little tulip. Oh, is there a hole in there? Oh, there it is. I've got this little tulip, but I don't know if I like it. Bead cap thing. I don't know if I like it on that. So we might just thread up that gold bead on its own. We've also got these teardrop crystals and these beautiful pink and silver beads, which can also bring on the silver. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay. I do have some end caps, but there's no point in putting gold on gold because it just doesn't show up. But having said that, I don't have any head pins. So again, we're going to be using eye pin. Oh, is that a head pin? Oh, hello. Oh, you little ripper. I've got a head pin. That's a head pin. And that's an eye pin. I think this might be a little bit small. So it might just, yeah, so what I'm going to do here is I do have something I can pop on the bottom of that. Just look in the big jewellery box here. I've got a little gold bead. So let's take one of them. Come on. Close. You're not closing. And I've lost the bead. Oh, there it is. Okay, head pin, little gold bead. Now I've truly lost it. Oh, there you go. This is chase the bead game. Okay, pop that down there. Let's grab our gold bead. Gee, I thought that was my little doggy there. Just saw something white in my peripheral vision. So firstly I'm going to create a loop here. So I'm going to take off that much. What a waste of a head pin. Too bad. So we're going to leave us, I don't know, it looks like 3/8 of an inch maybe. And then I'm going to take my round pliers and let's just pull that to the side a little bit. Oops. We are grabbing the end of that. Just decide on the thickness of my ring. Turn it round. And you've got the little hook. Now grab the end of the hook and bring it in some more and then tighten it up. Put your pliers back in there, in that hole, and twist some more. Oops, can you see it? Got a really nice secure lock there. Okay. Whoops. You can't see it, can you? There you go. There you go. So now I am going to unlock this, if I can find where the opening is. Now on most jump rings, the ends they're not straight across, they cut at an angle. So if you can see where that angle goes, and pull it open on that angle, like if you've got the long side in here, you pull it this way. If it's on the outside, you go towards the outside. If that makes any sense. If you're playing with jump rings, it'll make sense to you. Okay, so we want that in there. And get our pliers and I get the shapes and I'm working on something so tiny. And we are going to push them together and make sure we are flush together. That's not quite flush. Come on. Well, it looks pretty flush actually. Now that I look at it, I can't see any opening. But double check, look at it all the way around. When you get to your opening, just give it a little squeeze. Where is it? I can't even see it now. There it is, I think. There you go. Now I do feel a little sharpness from that that ring I made on here, on the bead. So we're just going to grab that and just, where are you? And just snip it. Being careful not to snip anything else. In fact, we're not going to snip it. We are just going to squash it. There we go. So we've got our golden ball hanging from there. Now we need something that's going to attach to there. We need another thing. I was hoping for some bigger ones, or I could attach it to that, and that's going to be way too long. Oh, how about if we do that? No, if we do that, it doesn't sit right, does it? If we took one of them out, no, it doesn't sit right. So let's look for the opening, and it opens towards me, so there you go. Pop you in there. Actually, let's pop you in here first. Over the top and over the top. What? Okay. There we go. Whoops, grab the end of that if you can without losing it. Oh, I need that magnifying glasses to work with these Gone are the days. Gone are the days when I could do this without glasses. Okay. Let's see if we are securely. It looks like it, but I like to just be sure. No, we're not completely closed. So let's find the opening there. Bring you around to the top so I can see you better. There it is. And I'm just going to squish it. I can see where they are, the 2 points of that ring. So even when you get to my age and your eyesight is failing, you can still do this. Okay, we've got one really nice long drop. Okay, let's do something. Oh, I've got to do this one. That's beautiful. And I'm going to use this chain. Oops, love this chain. And I am going to put a few beads down this chain. We don't want too much, we just want about that much there. So, we're going to put this on first. Now, where did we find those head pins? Where did we find them? In here. The hole is right up the middle. And that definitely needs a little gold bead or a cap. Let's have a look, see if we can fit a cap on there. Because it's not round at the bottom, it could be awkward and it could look silly, which it does. Gold bead. Did I put them back? Where are you? I can't see them. Can't see them. Oh no, there they are. Gold bead, hole, and we are going to bring it forward. And then we're going to cut some off. And then we're going to round it off. Let's have a bigger hole this time. A bigger ring. And go to the edge, go to that opening there where you started. Grab the end of the loop and pull it in. It moves, it moves, it moves, it moves. Pull it nice and tight. There we go. Got a nice tight loop there. Okay. Now we need to attach it to this chain. I'm a little concerned about that piece there. These are very small. wish I had some bigger ones. Not happening, unfortunately. Some bigger silver ones I could use. It's only for my eyesight. I mean, these ones are fine. It's just for my eyesight. Okay, I can see, and it's coming this side. So we pull that toward us. Grab our loop there. Grab our chain. And close her up. Always like to double check that our closure is done properly. It looks like there's no gap. Isn't that good? Looks like there is no gap at all. Brilliant. So that shouldn't come off. Okay. Okay, before we put this on, we are going to do some bead attachments. Let's see. We've got these. These are just little. Oops. Let me show you what they are. Little claws, and they go through a bead that's got holes in the top, like these pretties. Got a gazillion of these, honestly. So you just look for the, oh, they're not holes on the top, those ones at the bottom are right through. Eek. Oh, well then. Is that one? I just want to show you how they work anyway. Oh, that's a bead right through. Oh, that's no good to me, is it? Oh, look at these beautiful. The green and pink glass beads they are. Definitely going to use them. The only other thing I can think of is using a small crystal bead. Let's see if this works. From one hole to the other. Are we hold? Yes, we are. And then just grab the pliers. And you've got to be able to see what you're doing. So, no. We can't use them. I could have sworn I had some top hole. I probably have somewhere. Oh, look at this one. Oh, I've got one left of this one. Oh my gosh, this is a clear and rose crackle bead. That is just gorgeous. It's a glass one. So we are going to put a cap on it. That's too big. And that's, if I push that, that's all right. Now we need another head pin and a gold. Oh shoot, sorry about that. I think with this one I am also going to mix up some silver charms. Gold bead bead cap, and a hole, there we go. No, we're not. Here it is. And I'm just pushing that cap up into it. I'm just going to add that, and then another little gold bead. On top of that charm. Just let that swing out, and we will just get your loops as centered and as rounded as you can. But there's no law that says they have to be completely round, okay? That's it. Now we have to have another one. Can you see how they are opening? Can you see that? I can't autofocus, I'm afraid. Just like that. And then I'm going to pop that maybe there. Butted against each other, and I'm just going to flatten them. I can see they're open again. I thought that had an opening still. I think it's still open, it just will not close. I can see why. I think we got that. Let's take another bead. Ooh, what's this? Is that a top opening? It's a top opening. Ooh, excitement. Where did I put those? I put them back. More than likely I didn't, but there we go. Let's see if we can do this. Whoops, keep going out of focus. Okay, now if you can see that, you can see, I don't know if you can see the spokes are slightly upward. Now I'm going to put this one a bit more square, like straight across, and that's my first one. That will go into that hole first. Once we find a hole there, we've got it. We've got the hole. Okay, now let's find the second hole, which should be not too far away, yeah? Hold the other one really well, and let's, yeah, perhaps we should have done this the same. Okay, push it in so that they're both in there, and then just grab your pliers around there and just squeeze a little bit. Squeeze them in, just gently. And there we have it. We got another dangle. So let's use a, what shall we use? An eye pin. I think I want to add something else to that. Got a little eye pin. So I'm going to open that eye pin, bring that towards me a little bit, open that, pop it through there, and then I'm going to close it the same way I opened it. Oops. Ow. Seriously, come on, you're acting like you're scared of it. Okay, we've got that side, the loop side, and we want to press it into the pole side, and then I'll just give it a little squash. Beautiful. Let's put a bead in there. I'm going to look at one of these pink ones. Nice dangle, isn't it? And let's see what we've got here. We've got the little safety pin charm. Pop that over there, and then why are you not sitting flat? It's better. And then we might put another little pink faceted bead on top. And then we're just going to make a loop. In fact, this loop could just go straight onto that chain. So we've got our loop there. Let's just open it a wee bit. And where are we going to put it? Let's put it over on this side, maybe that high up. There, that looks good. Okay, well, there's my loop. Turn it upside down to make sure everything is hanging from that loop, so we can close it. That's secure, that's secure. So there we go. And now I might add, I'm going to add this green one. I like this green one. I might put that in one of them. So what do we need? Head pin. I'm so glad I found these. They're like hen's teeth. Rare. And let's have a gold bead. And tulip cap. And this green and pink bead. Where's your hole? And a gold bead on top. Yeah, I think that's all. I don't think I want to put anything else on there. I think I'll just leave that as it is. So let's cut away some of those. Create my loop. That's a good loop. We'll add that onto our chain. Where are we going? Oops, you go up there. That little gold bead wants to step out of its zone. Stay up there, baby. Now we want to grab our loop and close it. Not quite, not quite, not quite. I think that is good. We are looking good. I want to use some of these now. Not sure how many. Another head pin. Ooh, I'm getting low. These little gold beads are so incredibly handy. Let's do a tulip, or should we do a gold? Let's see what the tulip looks like. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. I'm going to pop one of these on. And then a gold bead. The gold bead is like the full stop. Okay. What I want to do with this one, we'll create our loop. Quite a large loop if I can. About there maybe. And then It's quite a large loop there. So then I want another loop. Now I wonder if I can make one out of this piece. This piece we cut off. Let's have a try. See if I can make a loop. Can be done, just not easy. Okay, we've got a good sized loop, and I've got to take my cardigan off because that was quite stressful. Okay, oh shoot, I should have left it open. Because I want to put that on there. Actually, not that one. The scissors I want to put on there. Okay, so opening it. Opening this one away from me. Trying to pop the scissors on there. And we're going to pop this on there. Now we're going to go and try and close this loop that we just made. And that looks pretty good. There we go. Now we need another loop. So many loops. I probably could have done with less loops if I'd done it properly. Where's the opening? There we go. So from that big loop, oops, big loop, that loop, we are going to go onto there. Sorry about the shaking, it's just working with fine things. I get the shakes. Okay, there's our top now. There's our top, and I think I'm not going to put any more on that. I am going to, yeah. I'm going to make another loop. I want a reasonably large one. What other pliers have I got? Let's try these. Okay, I've got that hook. So we are going to put that hook on there. And then continue to close it. push that towards the strand and push the strand towards the loop. Let's get in there and create more loop. Okay, I've created myself a nice double loop, which is going to be super secure. And then I'm just going to snip off the excess. You can see I've got a really nice, whoops, double loop. I don't know if you can see that. And we want another one now. There's probably an easier way to do this, I'm telling you. There has to be an easier way. Adding loops and loops and loops and then going nowhere. Okay, I've got a head, an eye pin with a loop, obviously. That's what high pins do, eye pins. I'm just going to open it, stick it on here, and then close it if I can. Where are you? There you are. No, you're not. Okay, I'm putting it between two of those little gold balls. And then I just want to grab the loop, bring it towards the shank. You know, we'll do it the hard way. Why not do it the hard way, Stella? We'll make that loop. Then we'll just open that loop up. Put that loop in there. Okay, we'll hold that up. Now we're going to find it and then round it off. And you know what you've done? You've created a situation where you need another damned loop. So let's go back. Take this back. This is a case of, oh, do as I say, not as I do, I think. So let's just open that loop. If I had larger, get the larger ones. Ouch. Okay, let's just open that loop a little bit more. And stick, see, we didn't need this other loop that we've got up here, but we'll use it. Stick that loop there. Okay, grab them all inside that loop, and we will continue . see if we've done it. Yeah, we've done it. What we need to do now is just snip off that little long sharp bit and just see if we've got a decent sized loop closed. Not quite closed. There we go. So we got some really nice hanging stuff. Some really nice hanging stuff there. Oh look, you can see that loop's open, that's why. So we'll pop you back. Back onto there. And then we'll close you again. Where are you? Where'd you go? There you go. There we go. How does that look? That looks really nice. Sorry about the focus. My camera just won't autofocus, I'm afraid. It's just a cheapy weepy. Okay. I'm quite okay with that. I do have some more silver charms. We've got a tape measure. I've got to add a tape measure. We'll just open that. Pop our little tape measure on there. And then close it back up. In theory, it's wonderful and it works perfectly. Well then, it worked. Now, I might trim a bit off, but not that much. We'll go halfway. Because I want a nice big loop. So I've got my loop there. I'm just going to open it so I can pop this on. Let's go here. Grab the loop. Make sure that chain is inside the loop. And there we have it. Okay, I think that's enough. You reckon? I think I should put another one of those in, a bit higher maybe. I think so. I think so. I'm going to use a long eye pin. What should I put on that? Ah, a little gold bead. The old little gold bead trick. No, we don't want an eye pin, we want a head pin. We want a head pin. There you are, my sweet. Yep. It's probably gone down into my lap. Nope. Where'd you go? The vacuum cleaner will find it, no doubt. That's that. And another goldie. And Should I put anything else on there or just leave that as it is? Do you know what? I think I'm going to build this up a bit. I'm going to build it up. This might be too much pink though. In the hole, you can see the hole. Yeah, too much pink. So, let's just have a look what we got here. This is a beautiful glass clear crackle. It's kind of like a silver crackle inside. I think that needs another goldie. No! That one did go onto my lap, but then onto the floor. Oh no, there you go, there you go. And then we'll put our pink swirly bead. And we have to put a gold one on top. Now I wish I had a bigger eye pin for this. I mean head pin. Never mind. We're going to create a loop, as we do. Create that loop. Just leave that sitting there for a moment. Where's my chain? A little bit of chain, not a huge piece, just a little bit. Get over there. That little gold bead wants to come off, and it did. Well, you're not staying off, so let's get you back in there. I can find a hole. There we go. There we go. In you go. Oh, shoot. Go. Okay, we want you to go in there. Did you make it? Did you make it? No? Which one is which? This is the top. You made it. You went in there. Good. So we're grabbing the top of our loop and we're going to pop that little bit of chain in there. Pop that bit of chain there. And we want the chain only to be inside the loop. Yeah. Now just make another loop. Me and my loops. this head pin. No, I'm not going to waste that big one. Let's use a little one. Got them in all different sizes. So let's just open that loop, pop it through that part of the chain, pop it through there, and then we're just going to close the loop back up. And then on this piece we are just going to create a nice big loop. And add it to here. And let's continue making our loop. And check it out. It's secure. Okay, I'm happy with that extra. They needed an extra one of those. Okay. Let's do what we're going to do on the front. I wasn't happy with what I had chosen, was I? I did have a piece of white chain. What will I do with it? What did you do with it? What did she do with it? I've decided I'm not going to use this bling. I'm not going to use that bling unless I can drop it from there. Why not? Yo, that's burning. So that was a stupid thing to do, Stella. You burnt your hand. So what we do is we grab the pincers. That's the way. Put the glue on that side. And then I think I'll go from underneath. That kind of hides the glue a bit. There we go. I like that. I just wanted to add some bling. So what are we doing? Where's my silver chain? Well, we'll have to use gold chain, but I'm going to use a different one. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Not sure how much I'm going to use. I'll just snip off this much. Okay, was our bow. I think we should probably put that on first. But you know how I wrap the wire around? I am going to squeeze that as flat as I possibly can. That's lovely. Even this can be used, you know. There we go. Nothing wrong with putting a little bit of bling in there. And we'll put this other piece in. What are we going to do here? We are obviously going to create loops again. Let's open this loop, pop it on the end of the chain, and then let's close the loop up and give it a little press. Okay, we're going to put something, just something small, maybe with a bead cap on the bottom, and I've got, shoot, okay, or a bead cap on the top. Which way looks better? That way. And a gold bead on the bottom. Yikes. So, this one we don't actually want to create a loop. What you want to do is just, I'm not sure. We want to just make a tiny little loop. And we've got some magnetic things happening here. Kind of wanting to wrap this around that gold bead if it's possible, and it's not really, so we've got no choice but to create a little loop. The only way to do it differently is to use a head pin for this side. Yeah, we're still open. That's okay, I think. I don't think I'm going to do a double, I'm just going to do a single, and I'm going to take a bit more chain off. lot of glue there, Stella. A lot, ouch, yeah, a lot of glue there, mate. Youch. Okay, got some nice dangles happening there. But I do also want to add some yeah, some charms. Thank you. So I sure wish I knew where I put the silver chain I had. Let me just pause a sec. I'll be right back. I still can't find my silver chain. I know it was here somewhere. I still can't find it, so when I'm tidying up, there it will be. So what I am going to do is use these. I'm going to use a little jump ring and a little clasp. I might need another jump ring. Take two just in case. So, pliers. We'll open this jump ring up. Where's the opening? There. I'm going to put a safety pin on that. Then I am going to attach it to this little piece of gold chain. And then we're closing it up. Okay. Okay, we are just going to put a little bit of, whoops, that came off. Bit of glue there. Let's pop that gold chain and that piece of gold in there as well. Okay. Got that silver thing hanging there. What else have we got? I've already got sewing machine inside. I like a leaf. No. I'm just going to leave it at that. And then we are going to put our bow on there. Or not. I'm not sure about this now. Now that I've done that. Let's just have a quick squizzy at what it might look like. I'm not sure. We've got an idea. Okay, so I'm not sure how you do this. Create a bow just by using your fingers. Okay, I just have to do it my way. I go like that, and then I go like that. and then I go like that, and then I go like, I can't remember, like that, and then like that, and let's just put some glue in there and just shoot. I said shit, I'm sorry. There we go. And there's another one there. I should get a bow maker. Mind you, I don't make bows that often, so no, that's a waste of money. Ouch! Let's just stick it to our fingers, and then another loop, another loop. That'll do. That's nice. No, it's not. We want that loop to go there. This is just a piece of silicone, and then we want this to go over the center. Or is it that one? Which one? No, not that one. Both of them? This is not working. Oh. This is not working for me. Not fair, not fair. How do I normally do it? I can't remember. I should Google for some tips on bow tying, shouldn't I? I want you back there. So you can go there. And this is the most ridiculous system I've ever tried. Oh, it looks okay. And you can go around and around and around. And we're still not good. Everybody makes beautiful bows. So put that round, and they stick it through their fingers, and they bring that one through there, I think. Oh, oh. Oh. Well, looky here. I've got a little bow. Oops. No, 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 no. But that one wants to go down as well. So why don't you go down? Go. Well then, I think we're going to go that way. Oops. Okay, look at that. Now we want our pretty button to sit on top, and make sure we've got plenty of glue on there. We do not want it to fail. Well, I am so glad I persevered with that little bow and those little dangles. And when writing, all these things can be flipped out the way. That's just the only bad thing about using chiffon when you want it raw edge like that. So I'm going to just close this bow off. Here we go. There we go. I love it. It is a beautiful, beautiful journal. Okay, finished, thank goodness, and we will do a quick walkthrough, or not. You don't want to see me tidy up, you really don't. And if you've watched the video, you've seen all that's inside. And there we have it. Thank you so much for following me on this. I really do appreciate it. Okay, and if you like it, please make a comment. If you can tell me any better ways for things that I've done, I really appreciate that, believe me. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Keep well and stay safe. Bye.